Hello, my name is Dom Slighter, and for my final year project I have been working on VR Wipeout. The game is a virtual reality assault course game focused on players competing in various courses to achieve high scores while surviving the onslaught of multiple obstacles included in the game, from humongous wrecking balls to deadly cannons. The players in for a ride when playing VR Wipeout. I was inspired to work on this project because I wanted to showcase how the extreme physical experience of completing assault courses can be implemented into a virtual reality game. I was also inspired to work on this project because I wanted to showcase how this technology can be implemented into a game in its current technological state for game developers like myself. I have been developing VR Wipeout for all types of players using VR, whether players are new to the technology and want to try out what the technology has to offer, or hardcore players who have been using the technology for a while. I have chosen to have the game for any age above 12 years old. This is because the VR technology can be damaging to young minds, and most VR games similar to my product have their age range as 12 or above. My product is for anyone who enjoys assault courses or sports games. VR Wipeout is more designed to be a simulation product, not a fantasy experience. A similar game to my product is Sprint Vector, a VR multiplayer adrenaline platformer where players race against each other in a variety of levels. The programs I used in this project were Unity 2019.3.8 F1, Visual Studio 2019, Blender 2.8, and Adobe Photoshop CS6. I was also running Windows 10 for the entirety of this project. After completing the project, there are some key areas I'm most proud of. The first area being the physics in the game. I wanted to make the game as realistic as possible, so I chose to work on physics-based obstacles. An example of these physics-based obstacles is shown here. The reason I chose to work on these types of obstacles was because I wanted to make the game to be as immersive as possible. I did not want to create the obstacles to be shown as unrealistic. The wrecking ball uses Unity's hinge joint features to create the realistic movement, whereas the other obstacles shown here use the physics engine to push the player back in a realistic manner. Another key area I'm most proud of in my game is the simplicity of the player controls. I want to develop the game to be as easy and user-friendly to play as possible. Because of this, I worked on a simple controller scheme as shown here and simple UI interaction. I believe these small features helped improve the quality of the game and the experience the game has to offer. Another part of my project I was most proud of was my regular testing. I implemented user testing every month to gather feedback on my development so far and how I could improve on what I had developed. These user testing sessions I carried out were called Vivers. For each Viver I presented the current prototype I had so far on a Google form to fill out the questions based on the prototype. These questions gave me a clear indication of what users enjoyed of my prototype and what I need to improve on. The feedback was reviewed and was used when planning the next sprint. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, I was unable to carry out my Vivers in person, so I accompanied the prototype feedback form with a video of the prototype being played. These videos will give users the experience of playing my game and the progress I've worked on so far. The final key area I'm most proud of from my final product was the design of the game. I chose this design because I believed I was able to create a visually appealing game using the design, and the design was simple to work on as it was not my main focus of the project. I was able to create some post-processing effects to improve the quality of the game and also help reduce motion sickness. The camera vignette on the post-processing was used to help reduce the motion sickness. This project started as a concept idea with a theory of imagine if you can play assault course games in VR. I've taken this concept and developed this project to say yes to that theory. I believe this game has a lot to offer in the VR market. After completing research on this market, I have seen there is a gap for an assault course game like VR Wipeout. I believe this genre can help boost the popularity with VR technology. Because of this, I plan to carry on developing the game and release the game commercially in the future. I would like to thank Marius Varga, my project supervisor, and the rest of the staff at Plymouth University for their support on my project. I'd also like to thank my friends and family for their support also. I hope you